Today we're digging into one of the most unsettling horror mysteries in recent memory, Weapons. This film comes from writer-director Zach Cregger, and if that name sounds familiar, it should, because he's quickly become one of the most interesting voices working in modern horror. And Weapons proves he's not here to play it safe. Now you may remember that name from a movie Barbarian, which is something I'll definitely talk about in another episode. So Weapons opens with a nightmare scenario that's terrifying in its simplicity. One night at the exact same time, every child in a single classroom disappears, except for one. No signs of forced entry, no witnesses, no easy answers. So what follows isn't just a missing kid's mystery, it's a slow, creepy unraveling of the community where everyone feels guilty, complicit, or afraid, and no one is telling the full truth. Cregger doesn't just direct here, he's also wrote the script. And that control shows the film moves like a puzzle box, revealing pieces when it wants to, not when you want them. Now the cinematography is handled by Larkin Seipley, and his approach is one of the film's biggest strengths. Instead of flashy camera moves, the film relies on controlled stillness. Shots are often wider than expected, holding on empty spaces just long enough for the imagination to do most of the damage. Hallways feel too long, doorways feel watched, and windows feel like eyes. There's also a deliberate use of negative space. So characters are pushed to the edge of the frame with darkness or emptiness dominating the center. It creates this constant feeling that something should be there, but it isn't. Lighting is subdued and naturalistic, avoiding stylized horror lighting. Night scenes aren't glossy or blue, they're murky and imperfect and realistic, which makes them feel more invasive. You're not watching a scary movie world, you're watching something that feels uncomfortably close to real life. Just as important as what the camera shows is what the edit refuses to show. The editing in Weapons favors longer takes and delayed cuts, letting moments breathe past the point of comfort. Conversations don't always cut away when you expect them to. Reactions linger. Silence is allowed to stretch. There's a noticeable lack of traditional horror rhythm. No rapid cutting to tell you when to feel afraid. Instead, the editing creates dread by withholding information, forcing you to sit inside moments where nothing happens until something has already happened off screen. Crucial events are often implied rather than shown, which gives the film a haunting aftertaste. You don't jump, you realize. And the realization hits you harder. There's a constant feeling that something is wrong, even when nothing is happening. So leading this cast is Julia Garner, who brings a raw, grounded intensity in the film. Her performance acts as kind of an emotional anchor, keeping the story human, even as it drifts deeply into unsettling territory. She's joined by Josh Brolin, who brings a heavy, world-weary presence to his role. Brolin plays a man carrying more than he's willing to admit, and every silence feels loaded. We also get strong supporting turns from Alden Ehrenreich and Benedict Wong. Both of them add layers of doubt and suspicion to keep you constantly second-guessing who to trust. But the performance everyone is talking about belongs to Amy Madigan as the deeply unsettling Aunt Gladys. Madigan's performance is quiet, strange, and absolutely chilling. She never overplays the role. Instead, she lets the small looks and pauses and line deliveries crawl under your skin. You're never sure if Gladys is protecting the children or something else entirely. And critics noticed. Amy Madigan received major critical recognition for her portrayal of Aunt Gladys, including Best Supporting Actress honors from multiple critics associations. What makes this especially remarkable is that the role marked one of the longest gaps between major award recognition in modern film history. Nearly 4 decades since her last major award. It's a powerful reminder just how strong the performance really is. Madigan's character was intentionally hidden from early marketing materials. The filmmakers didn't want audiences forming expectations about Aunt Gladys before seeing the film, because once you meet her, your entire understanding of the story shifts. It's a rare case where restraint in the marketing actually makes the movie more effective. Weapons isn't loud horror. It's not jump scare horror. It's lingering horror. The kind that follows you home and waits until the house gets quiet. If you like films that trust the audience and reward attention and make you feel uneasy without explaining everything, Weapons is absolutely worth your time. If you've seen Weapons, let me know what moment stuck with you the most, because trust me, there's more than one for me. I'm Sean Coyne, and this is Scaredy Chats. Face your fears.